All right, let's get started. Today, Mikey and I turned into drowning men, so now we have to get to the water if we don't want to die. The thing is, we're getting sun damage, but if we can run to the water, we'll be fine. And I'm actually amazed at how abruptly and quickly Mikey agreed to run. I guess he doesn't want to get killed.
Hurry up, JJ. If you don't hurry, the fire might kill you. But it's all good in the end. I think we should keep swimming. It's very dangerous to go overland like this. So I'll swim after you. I can't imagine what's in store for us today. And by the way, it would be nice to find a potion to make us human again, because I don't want to be a dead body.
Look, I think we found the underwater castle. Let's swim in and see what's there. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some treasure, although I really don't believe that.
What if we run into some hostiles out there? I think we're gonna have a hard time dealing with them now.
Good afternoon. It seems to me that fate has brought you to me. My treasure has been stolen, and you two are the only ones who can get it back. So go get it for me, and I'll thank you.
Why? That sounds pretty interesting. So let's swim fast, Mikey, before the king changes his mind. And first, we have to get on that pirate ship. I don't think we're gonna have any enemies because we're monsters now, but we still have to be careful. But at the same time, we have to fight hard.
I hear you. In that case, I'll watch your back. You're a much better fighter than I am, so you'll be able to deal with your opponents faster. I'll make sure no one comes up behind you, because I understand there's a lot of people on this ship, and none of them are gonna want to let us in here for nothing, which may further prove that there's something hidden here, and we can't wait to find it.
Well, it won't be long before we learn the secrets of this ship, because I just killed the last of the crew. Well, I think so. Now we can open the main room, except I have a feeling it's not going to be easy. Just as I thought, it's under lock and key. I should have thought of who might have the key. Well, we can still open it. We just need to find the weapon, and then the person who might have the key.
Do you hear that? I don't think we killed everyone after all. It's just that some of the pirates are asleep right now. Well, we're better off. We can steal something from them. And look how many barrels of food they have. Looks like they're gonna be sailing for a long time. I wish we could have taken that ship in the end. Why should we though, if we can sail as far as we want? Well, let's find the key, because none of us have a lockpick. And I don't think we can make dynamite in here.
Look, there's the key. It was a lot easier than I thought. We just had to take a little walk around the ship and look at the sleeping people. So now we have to get to the door, except we've got enemies ahead of us again. Good thing I picked up a gun. It's gonna take us a lot less time to figure things out. And then I suggest you burn this ship. We don't need it anyway.
I agree with you. I think a ship that big will burn very well. But first we'll have to collect all the treasure we can find. I don't think there's much here. But wait, you see all these mountains of gold? I can't believe someone could have so much treasure. I can see why he's the Sea King. Hopefully he'll give us some gold in return for our favor. Then we can buy anything we want.
Except so far, we're not getting any use out of that gold, because we won't be able to walk on land in peace. Or have you forgotten how quickly the sun can kill us? We need to figure out how to make us normal. Now let's get back to the plan to torch the ship. I found a very interesting chest with a lot of sand and gunpowder inside. And I think you can guess what we're gonna do.
Of course I understand. We're going to make the biggest explosion in the history of this ship. And I told you we couldn't make dynamite. Who'd have thought the trunk would have everything we need to make dynamite? So hurry up. I can't wait to see the destruction we can cause. And I think the king will love the story that we destroyed the ship that stole his treasure.
All right, we're good to go. I think this amount of dynamite should be enough. We can set the rest of the ship on fire with a lighter. I never thought I'd have so much fun breaking things, although that's probably because we won't be responsible for it. You just make sure the fire doesn't hit you, because I'm sure it'll hurt a lot. It's better to watch it from the water.
Look how fast it burns! And I'm sure it took a long time to build. And I think that's the main disadvantage of wooden ships. They burn like matchsticks. Modern ships are much better in that respect. Now, I think it's time we got back to the Sea King. It's not in our position to keep him waiting.
Well, here we are. At first I thought I'd offer to steal some of the gold, but then I realized that might be our biggest mistake, so we have to give him every last bar.
I didn't think you'd be back so soon. I can't believe you didn't get him back. No, I see you did. Well done. You've been a big help. I certainly wouldn't have done it on my own. Please accept this very powerful weapon as a thank you from me. I think there will be many more enemies on your way, so you'll be able to deal with them quickly.
Thank you very much. It's a really nice gift. Now I think we should move on. There's still so much to do. And how are we supposed to find the time to do it all? but I think we'll have an easier time with the sword.
Here, we have reached the village. Mikey, I suggest we somehow get inside the village. Only it's not going to be easy because the sun is shining so hard right now. What do you think we should do? I think we should take a little look around first, cause I'm pretty sure there's a well. And then we'll have to get to it first, and then we can run home from there.
All right, well, let's find a well. But what makes you so sure it's gonna be here? As far as I know, not all villages have them. And why would they have one if they have a river nearby? But I guess you've already seen it, so we'll just have to make up our minds and run. You go first, and I'll run right behind you. And let's just hope the fire doesn't kill us before we get there.
We did it! It's so nice here. The water is so cool and nice. But I feel sorry for the villagers who will draw water here. After all, there were 2 corpses floating in it now. Well, the important thing is that you and I survived. Now we can move on. Hey, why don't we pretend to be villagers? Except we'd have to kill a couple of them first. Also, it's nighttime, so we're really monsters now. And I realize that because we're being attacked by a golem, it's a good thing the king gave us this sword. It has very high damage, so we don't have to be afraid of the golem. However, it still managed to do some damage to me.
I think we should go to some house and steal stuff first, because it's obvious we're not villagers. It's a good thing no one can resist us. We can take whatever we want. Now we can go and look for villagers. It's gonna be so much fun killing them in their sleep. They won't even realize they're dead. It'll just be an endless dream. Except we might get in the way of the golems, so we have to deal with them.
Don't worry, they're not a problem for us. We better find a place to change now, because we need to start getting into character as soon as possible. And I think that went well. Look at us. You can't tell us from some of the villagers in the market. We'll just have to figure out where we came from. Although you and I have always been good at lying.
Well, that's it. No one will recognize us now. So let's hurry up and find the villagers. I can't wait to put on the mask of their faces. I'd make a whole collection, but I don't think it's best to do that. The key is to kill them quickly so they don't have time to call for help. Because with the whole village and the golems, we might not be able to handle them. So don't kill them too loudly. Just remember there could be trouble.
Well, that's it. We killed 1 villager, which means I have the mask. I just need another one. So you're gonna have to kill a villager too, Mikey, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem for you. And only then will we be full villagers. I hope no one realizes it's really all masks, because then we'd either have to kill everyone or just run away.
Wait a little while. I'll get over him soon. There's nothing an ordinary villager can do to me after all. I'm much stronger than them. And then you and I will be villagers. It'll be really fun and cool. So that's it. I have a mask now too. Do you think it fits me? I don't really care. I just don't want anyone to see my real face and body. So what are we gonna do next?
First, we need to get into a house where other villagers are gathering and gain their trust. They will not immediately believe that 2 strangely dressed villagers have come in the middle of the night.
Well, hello, who are you? I don't think I've ever seen you around here before. Are you travelers? That's the kind we like around here. If you're interested, we can make a good bargain.
No, we don't need anything. We just wanted to wait out the night. Now, Mikey, I think we should go. Let's just look around a little more. It's so cool when the sun doesn't kill us. It reminds me of when we were just regular live guys. It makes you want to go back to your old self even more. But we don't have a clue how to do that yet, so we just have to move on.
Finally! I was getting tired of being on land. You know, it's like I'm used to swimming all the time. And we can take this mask off now because we don't have to hide from anyone and the sun won't do anything to us. All we have to do is figure out where to go next. Do you have any ideas?
Of course! Look how interesting this needle is. Except it's here for a reason. It's actually used for experiments. I built it and made an underground tunnel that leads to a small laboratory. So let's go down there. Except I forgot which carpet block it's under, so we're gonna have to remove all the carpet. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
Looks like we found the entrance after all, which means it's time for us to go down. And I can't believe you did something like this without telling me. I just have one question. Why would you do that? Although I think I understand now. Were you trying to turn into a zombie? I didn't realize you'd gotten this far with our issue. And if it works, we can be normal too? That's just great.
I'm not exactly sure it will work, but it's worth a try. I've actually tried to cure a zombie villager many times before, but so far, I've never succeeded, so I'll have to look for other options. See? For some reason, no matter what I do, it doesn't work. I think we can call it a day for now. I don't have any other ingredients anyway.
Well, let's move on. It's too bad you couldn't cure him, but don't give up. Look, let's go back and check on the villager again. I think something happened in there, and if it worked, how about we eat the villagers? We don't need them anyway, so why don't we do it? Look, I was right. He did become a regular villager, so that makes me want to eat them even more. I feel like we'd be a lot stronger then. So let's get started. They're not gonna call for help anyway.
You're right. We don't need them anymore, so we can kill them both. And then we'll move on, because I've got a few more plans to fulfill. At the very least, we need to get to the base with our companions and talk things over, except I haven't gotten any letters from them in a while. So, I'm starting to get a little worried. After all, they could be hunted, and then we'd be in danger too.
I'm just finishing up with this villager, and I think I'm getting stronger, because it's a lot easier for me to kill this villager than the last one. Except we've been here too long anyway.
All right, we've reached the right place, which means now we just have to go inside. It's a good thing the door's not locked, because I don't want to break in right now. It's been so long since I've seen the guys. I have so much to tell them. Whoa, but something's wrong. That's terrible. Why did everyone die? How did you even defeat so many monsters?
Look, I think we're in a really bad situation right now, because I have a pretty good idea who could have done this. Not long ago, there were hunters in these parts who killed every monster in their path, and I think they're the ones who did it, which means it won't be long before they get to us. We're just lucky we were somewhere else when they were here, so I'd advise us to get out of here as fast as we can. We're not going to be able to handle them, because there's only 2 of us.
Mikey, neat. One of the hunters was here, which means it's worse than we thought. They decided to stay in this place so they could kill everyone for sure. So what do we do now? Basically, we just got lucky enough to kill one of them now. We need to take a look around the house right now, because they could be hiding in different rooms, waiting for someone to come in. It's a good thing we knew they were here before they knew we were here.
I don't like the idea of staying here anymore. We may have guns, but they have something. Otherwise, they couldn't have killed so many of our guys. And I'm guessing they did it pretty fast. Why don't we just get out of here? Before they find out about us, it's our best chance.
Mikey, we got a problem.
I see you're awake already. That's very good, because now you're going to be our lab rats. It's pretty rare to catch such clever drownings, so just stay here and don't do anything suspicious, because I'm gonna kill you.
JJ, look down. I think there's something down there. So you look for something while I try to distract those guards. I think I can handle this one. Hopefully there'll be something in there to help us escape.
Great! Mikey's buying me time, so I need to figure out what I need to create here as soon as possible. And I think I already have. There's a lot of sand and porpoise, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to make dynamite out of it. But I'd have to make a workbench first, and that would be a big problem, except there's wood here too. So there's really no stopping me now, except a little bit of time, although if you think about it, it'll only take me a couple minutes to do what I need to do. And by the way, I've got to make a lighter, because I can't activate the dynamite without it, and it's really deep, so I have to make ladders to get back up. Mikey can't keep pretending I'm still in the cage. Well, he won't have long. I'll help us escape very brightly soon.
So, it's time for the test. You've been very quiet. It's not like anything happened here. Well, you seem a lot quieter than your comrades. How did it feel to see them all killed, by the way?
How badly I want to kill them or say something nasty, but I know I can't yet. So you go downstairs and finish what you have to do. I take it you've already figured out a way for us to get out of here. I'll keep watching the hunters.
Great! We still have a chance to escape. It's a good thing I got up in time. If they'd realized I was gone, they'd have come looking for me, and then Mikey would have been killed for sure. But now we've got everyone on our side, so we've got to make dynamite and get out of this cage as fast as we can. Because I never liked people being treated like animals. And it doesn't matter if we're monsters now. Okay, we're good here. So we can go ahead with my plan. Now I have to dig a small tunnel right up to their base and plant dynamite there. It'll be great to have as many hunters as possible in that area. They probably think we're just some ordinary monsters, but that's their biggest mistake, because we're much smarter than they are. So now they're in for a dynamite surprise. I can't wait to blow it up and avenge our friends. I think we should set up as much dynamite as possible for them, so that the explosion will definitely be good. And don't forget the remote detonation, because we could get hit too.
So, JJ, are you all set? Then I suggest we get started right away. They won't be expecting it anyway. We're gonna take advantage of this cool opportunity. It's so cool to watch them all die. The rest of us have to finish them off. Well, there's no point in us being in a cage now, because we've already got a huge passageway on the other side. Don't forget to kill the hunters along the way. I think we can put a couple more blocks of dynamite and blow them up, because they don't deserve to die any other way.
I agree with you completely. They should die so that there's nothing left of them at all. And I have quite a few more blocks of dynamite, so we can spend some of it on them. Make them thank me. After all, I'm spending resources I've earned through hard work, and I don't think we should stay here too long, because these aren't all the hunters that came to our area anyway. And as soon as the others find out that 2 monsters killed a whole troop, we'll be hunted. And something tells me they're gonna be a lot more dangerous than these.
You're right, but let's take a little look around afterward. I can't take my eyes off this beauty after all. Not so long ago, this was a hunter's camp on flat ground. Now there's a huge hole that will be their grave. Do you think we'll avenge our friends? I think we will. It's just too bad we couldn't kill them all at once. Now this could turn into a real war. And as you realize, we can't win it alone. So let's get out of here.
Look how beautiful the view is. No one can get us now. It took us so long to get here. Wait, do you hear that sound? I can't believe the hunters found us. We gotta get out of here now. So we have to jump off the cliff. We're not gonna get hurt anyway, and I don't think they're gonna dare jump off the cliff either. There's a lot of altitude up here, and now they won't be able to catch up with us.
Let's go wherever we want to go then.